Yeah, yeah. Thank you for that. It's called the Hood Saver 6000. We've been developing this for, I've actually been going on 2 years. So we all know this is an issue with the crumple zone and the Chevrolet hoods, the square body hoods up to 80. You know, they're meant to bend in the middle, obviously, right? So if you don't maintenance the hinges or you get a little zealous and you pull on the hood, you're going to fold the thing. We just saw it at Mecum. They've been through a lot of auctions that are folded and bent. Beautiful paint jobs just destroyed. And whether it's an NOS hood, an aftermarket hood, or just an original hood, they're all susceptible to bending just based on use, right? So we looked at everything that's on the market today. I literally bought every single hood brace available in this world, brought it in, we analyzed it, we scoped it, we looked at the material, we gauged the thickness, we put them through bend tests, we installed them on vehicles and used them. And at the end of it, we said, how do we make something that is superior than all of this? And we did it. We have the Hood Saver 6000. They're 10 gauge steel. They're UV rated, powder coated, outdoor powder coated. So they come red. You don't have to paint. You can paint them. You don't have to. They come with self-tapping hardware or nut-cert hardware, depending on your application, full instructions and color. Everything is made in America. The steel, the laser cutting, the powder coating, the hardware, the packing, the shipping, the engineering, the design, everything is done right here in America. And it will be the last hood saver you ever buy for your square body, period, guaranteed. They're the best on the planet. I'll put it up against anything. Those will be coming out in January 2024. We'll be releasing those on vicescriptgarage.com here pretty soon. But yeah, they're a wonderful kit. And whether you're just trying to save your original hood or you've got something that's already bent, these can help you either way.
Okay, I love it. Now, how much are you going to have a special at the front side? What are we looking at here?
No, that's a good question. So as far as the special goes, we don't want to have any gimmicks or tricks or, you know, any sort of entry sales or anything like that. Again, this is a product that I'm not looking to make a bunch of money off of. I'm just looking to save hoods, especially when you look at hoods are anywhere from $300 to $600 today. Let's face it, that's just the way it is. And that's not talking body work. And even if you get an aftermarket hood, you still got 5 hours of body work, Bondo, and everything else. To make these kits, get them to your door, we're looking about $59.95 approximately for this kit, and it should have everything that you need to get them installed and make it happen. The installation instructions are created by me. You actually see me in the instructions putting them in, so you'll be rest assured that you're not going, the guy that did this is an idiot, or he doesn't know what he's talking about, or he's never touched a square body hood. I've put them in countless times. They're on all my trucks. We've tested them for years. They are legit. They're the real deal.
Well, and here's the thing for the audience. Here's the and wait, there's more. Well, the bottom line is again, I mean, you're a living, breathing square body hood smashing machine. So your hands are as big as both of mine put together. Here's the litmus test for you guys out there. If you have a square body and that hood has not been creased, obviously we could do a whole YouTube thing on left and right and different sizes and little relief, nature's relief cut that some guys put in there. First and foremost, always push down, push in before you push down. Push in before you push down. You can go
towards the cowl and then down.
Yep, and then lube those hinges. But here's the deal: for $60, you can take your Primo hood, whether it's got a little factory, some dude Charlie put a relief cut in it because he already bent it once and then he straightened it out. The bottom line is I understand that we don't always want to have the hood saver there, even if we have a mint hood. But like for Orange Slice, I have a mint hood, my main square body.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's worth it because I don't ever want somebody to slam that thing, and I would probably beat them up and then go to jail because I'd lose my freaking mind. because it is crazy. I just bought a truck that I still need to go get, a 73, 74. And the lady's like, oh, I said, what about the hood? So she sends me a picture of the passenger side, of course. And she goes, yes, it was mint. And then Charlie, some guy, closed it. And I'm like, no, why did you let some guy close it that doesn't know what he's doing? So here we go. Either way. And another thing, and Derek's crew cab, what is it? The Cat Farm crew cab is a perfect example of why you will go up to a square body and you'll be like, why do you have a 79 hood on that truck? That's not a 79. Well, you know why? Because 73 to 78, they crunched them down so much that they've got a new hood somewhere along the line. And that's why if you don't know what a 79 hood looks like, it's a little unique because on the front, it's got a little pop out. And there's a reason why those newer hoods are on a lot of older trucks, because people just wrench those hoods over.
Yeah. And we took that into consideration. You're talking about these nicer trucks, is we didn't want a device, and that's what we were finding when we bought all these other, we're not going to call them competitors, these other brands that made brackets, is they're more of an eyesore. Like, that's clearly a Band-Aid. There's something wrong with this hood. Where I wanted to make a bracket that if people see this, they go, oh, that's the Vice Grip Garage hood saver. They're trying to save their hood, or they've saved it correctly. It's a beautiful piece. It's laser cut. It's powder coated. It's not an eyesore. It's completely paintable or customizable. And people aren't going to look at it and go, oh, geez, that's gross. You know, on an original truck with 50,000 miles, we got this brace. You know, it's wow. Good on the owner for putting this on here. That makes complete sense that they're trying to save the original hood because it's only original once.
It's like contraceptive. It's preventive maintenance. Listen, you want to do it? How do you want to do it? Dude, I have a truck. I'm going to send you a picture of this. I have a truck. I think it's a Blazer, and it has a piece of one inch angle iron run like the whole way because somebody tacoed it so bad that they just thought, oh, I'll just put some angle iron in here, and it's crisscross applesauce. It's not even running north and south. It's running across state lines because some guy. I mean, I can't imagine you don't see it all because you know those old people. And you're right. It's all about those hood hinges, and you know they were meant to taco for front head-on collisions so they didn't decapitate people, but it's a flaw in the system for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So those will be. So you're going to let us know when those are going to be available. I mean, you said
January for sure, and just trying to save people money out there before you buy these. Make sure you do preventative things like just grease those hinges. Make sure that you're pushing your hood towards the cowl and you give it a little bit of a shake when coming down. You might not need to buy these braces. If you have that little slot or the slit in there, you could flatten this out with some, what do they call those clamps that you can kind of squeeze? What are those things? I don't know what they're called.
Just welding clamps?
Welding clamps, maybe. You can flatten that hood and maybe put a little bit of a weld in there before you go on to this, just trying to save you some money. But if you want to skip all that rigmarole, I got you covered.
Well, and a little 2x4 action, you can, here's the problem is once that metal's got that little crease in there and it's got that little Charlie relief cut that he, you know, some old boy already put in because he bent it and he tried to straighten it out. Sorry, it's kind of doomed.
Pretty much
my son had an 80 Camaro, and I've told him for, you know, since he was 2 years old how to close these hoods. And sure enough, man, he tacoed that thing and he was just disgusted with himself. Exact same thing. So what's that? That's a second gen. That's a late second gen Camaro. And same thing. Yeah. Z28 and pushed it down, just pushed it down instead of pushed it in. And that'll get you. So he was, you know, that it only takes one time to be completely pissed off and disgusted with yourself. And you won't do it again. But Derek and the Vice Grip Garage folks got you handled.